Yo, what up, everybody? It's another episode of Deep Fried. I'm here with Mufasa. We're here with Aaron Brown today. He's a tattoo artist at Wandering Canvas. Yo, we've been trying to get you on for a while now, man.
Dude, yeah.
It's about time. Yo, you
Sick.
finally got through the sickness of wintertime.
It's all just getting started for us. No, but the first sickness of the year, that's when it
It
starts.
was whack for like a week, and then I got better, and I got sick a day after that.
No,
Oh
thank God
my
you're not
God,
like
dude,
singing
that's the
or
worst.
like running a podcast or
Yeah,
something.
I gotta use my voice that much.
Yo, that emergency, though, that shit works wonders.
Stuff's awesome. Shout out to Emergency.
No, dude, I can't stomach it. It's so hard for me to
Yeah, I
swallow.
gotta chug it.
I want if it was alcoholic, then it would excuse it.
Yeah.
I know there's nothing really good in there for me.
Yeah.
Because vitamin C doesn't really make your cold go faster.
Yeah.
It just makes your immune system better.
I feel like you gotta take it before you get sick. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they don't tell you.
For
You
sure.
should-
Or
you
like-
should
But
always
you don't
be
want to
drinking.
take it before I'm alright right now.
Or like when you get to feeling like that first couple of days, you're fucking feeling like shit.
Yeah.
You gotta chug that shit like a bitch.
No, this is our first episode recorded in 2020. I'm tired of 2019. We're gonna do consecutive numbers. We're in, and I don't know about you, but my resolutions are all about bad shit.
What do you mean?
What do you think I mean? I'm being me, not that new year, new me shit. I've been me the whole time, and it's just getting worse and worse. I've stopped fighting it.
What about improving yourself?
What about ruining other people's versions of yourself? That's just as fun.
Yeah,
Why
good
waste?
point.
I mean, let's be
Embrace
completely
it,
honest.
man.
There's no me. There's no perception of me that is actual, not even my own. And why not act like it doesn't exist? You know,
How are
the
you
self
gonna do
must
that?
die in order for you to get better.
That's right.
Hmm.
No, you're right. I think
I'm gonna
like,
stop. How am I gonna do that? I'm gonna stop lying to
What?
myself. I'm gonna stop lying to other people, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
stop being soft. Too much soft. There's too much soft language. George Carlin said it.
Love
We don't-
George Carlin.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. George Carlin's one of the best.
He doesn't. You don't let yourself properly express unless you like say it quickly.
Mm-hmm.
If you're like, well, I think that it's like no, it's like take a shower. Like no, I'll stop you right there. Like nope, I don't want to go with you. I'm not taking a ride with you. We're not friends. Like I'll stop you if it gets to that implication.
So so in 2020 you want to be like less, like more yourself and
Mask
less
off.
inhibited. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Raw.
Yes.
Up front. I feel
Because
that.
there's no other way to do it. If you're living your life when if you're living your life with your hands tied, you're not gonna get out. You're not gonna explore the world. You gotta.
You're not really living. I feel
Yeah.
that if you're inhibiting yourself.
If you're
in any
afraid
way-
of pointing it like this, you won't be able to hold
Yeah.
things. You won't be able to live your life. You should be.
But-
I mean, that's not something that pertains to everybody. I just know that myself, I need to fucking get a hold of myself. I need to get over that.
That's
Being
good,
nice is gonna help
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Perception.
Yeah.
But don't you think that there's some things that we should inhibit in ourselves?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I
Like,
do.
There's certain things that necessarily should like leave the mask on. You know?
Well, it depends on how big your mask is.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're getting super hypothetical here. Like,
I know. All right. Well, I'm just saying. I really just want to, be myself. I want to
Yeah.
be what's most comfortable to what this physical body wants. Because if I wear shoes because other people want me to, I do not wear shoes because I want to.
Fuck shoes, man.
Thank you. See,
Yeah, I feel it's just
Now
in the
tell me
winter
what-
time. That's
tell me.
hard for me.
what's that you got there?
What size shoe?
No. Is that
Oh,
in your
okay.
hand?
This is hemp sticks, CBD cigarettes.
Very nice.
Yeah.
1,000 milligrams. Shit.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll probably help it out a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, they're nice.
Do they work?
I don't know. It's like smoking weed, but you don't get all that high.
Yeah.
So it's kinda
I mean,
like
do you
mellows
smoke
you
every
out.
day?
I do, yeah, but I just smoke at home
Okay.
after I kind of did everything already.
Set
Yeah.
up.
I'm already
set yourself
done,
up.
done everything, and then I can just hang out
Of
and
course.
relax and decompress. I think marijuana is one of the best, medicines that you can use.
Definitely.
Especially if you wanted to you get home and you just.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I can't
it's-
do it before I do anything because I get it on my head, I get all paranoid and weird. Like I used to not be like that. When I was younger, I could smoke. I smoked before I did anything, and I just can't do it. But yeah, I
Well-
just get all weird now.
You're right though. It's so well rounded and taking care of a lot of things for people.
Mhm.
Like even honestly, sometimes even if I'm sick, you know what I mean?
Oh
Like
yeah.
especially if it's like something in my lungs. As long as I'm not smoking it, it starts opening up my lungs more. You know what I mean?
If you're not smoking it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you're
like if I
ingesting
use
it
like
through
an edible
okay,
or like a
yeah.
tincture.
Because that's how I feel. I feel the most medicinal benefit from it. Because there's a negative effect of smoking.
Right.
You should know. You quit smoking too,
I never really smoked all that much.
but you definitely understand
Are you
that.
talking about cigarettes?
Yes.
Cigarettes.
Yeah, we're talking
yeah.
about smoking
Yeah,
cigarettes.
I've never been too into
No, me and Brody were all about it for like the longest time.
that.
And-
Cigarettes.
Yes.
You ever do hookah?
Yes.
Yeah, that shit fucking gets you, dude.
Yo, yeah.
No one told me that. I went to a hookah bar. I'm sitting there sucking on the thing. 10 minutes later, I was gonna throw up.
Yeah.
Oh,
so you start
God,
reeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely need like I mean at least for myself, I need something to eat while I'm at the lounge. Because if I go on an empty stomach or if I'm drinking,
Yeah.
I'll start to get the spin. like shit.
It's
Even
rough, man.
even when I smoke cigarettes, dude, I'll be like the one in York, you can smoke cigarettes in there too.
Where's that?
It's
Right
right
by
where
New
Exhale.
Vision.
It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
by the Petco.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
right where the old Metro used to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and so yeah, you could smoke cigarettes in there. So I'd be smoking cigarettes and hitting the
And
hookah and
Yeah,
hitting the
and then
vape.
just starting to swing.
Yeah.
Now tell me a little bit about your craft. How long have you been professional?
Tattooing?
Mm-hmm.
About 4 years.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And now that represents none of your actual talent. You've been drawing for how many years?
Oh shit, I don't know. I've been drawing as long as I can remember. I was
And
always
that's
drawing
awesome.
on stuff as a kid, and then got into graffiti, and then drawing on walls, and then got a job tattooing.
One of the biggest forms of the reason why we speak and use a written language is because there's an expression that can be defined outside of a person's actual speech. You can express something. And sometimes it's words, but sometimes it's something outside of words. And I'm certain you've got to speak a lot of stories into action, into life when people request tattoos from you.
Yeah, oh yeah, everybody has a reason for their tattoo, a whole story behind it. You know, I want this for, the 17 kids that I had. Or whatever. I'll put our names on a tree and shit, and then I
It's
have to
like-
talk them out of that and tell them why my ideas,
Because it's
work
gonna take
better.
up your whole back.
Yeah,
a family
yeah.
tree like that.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
It can be done.
Must
and
be
stuff,
Mormon.
but Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, I bet you get some like requests that's just like, damn, I can't fuck this up. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
someone's like their
Every
grandpa,
single one.
like,
yeah, man.
yeah.
I've done tattoos where we put their ashes in the ink and tattooed that into the skin.
Damn,
Oh
dude,
my
that's
God.
It's
crazy.
heavy, man. They bring their family members' ashes in a bag, and they're.
Oh, I'd
Put
be
it
in
in
fucking
there.
tears.
Dude,
Dude.
so how do you
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
working with that?
I feel like I don't know. I feel really honored to be able to do that,
Yeah.
but I also feel nervous enough to not fuck it up.
If somebody asks for a really spooky tattoo, do you then use a little bit more of the ash tattoo?
I try and mix it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what happens, you put it in, it all falls to the bottom of the ink cap. So you gotta mix it up, otherwise you're just wasting it. You got this dead person's like fingernail or something in your ink cap.
So like you have to be really clean when you go to the next one because you don't want to get any of that on the
No,
next
yeah,
customer,
that's
next
3
person
different
coming
people.
to your
No, we
table.
clean
Contact.
up every time we clean up. It's like it's 100% sanitary thing. It's like what hospitals do.
So do you like? I've always wondered about that because like I like a lot of superstition comes with like cleanliness of
Oh,
like
yeah, well-
tattoos and the artists themselves, and so what about like I know obviously you change the needle, you know,
Mhm.
change gloves, wash hands and shit, but do you like wipe the bed down and everything?
Oh yeah, yeah. You
Yeah.
change it. What we do at the shop I work at, we cover everything in plastic wrap first,
Okay.
and that way nothing is even touching the surface. But
That's
then
every time.
that's every time, and
Yeah.
we pull all that off, throw it all away, and then we maticide everything, which is the same kind of thing that hospitals use to clean up after like surgery, whatever.
Okay.
And yeah, we hit that automaticide. Everything goes into like sterile containers, and we move on to the next one.
Dude,
Nice.
that's sick.
Keeps it clean, keeps it
Yeah,
simple.
100%. We take care of every little aspect.
Yo, so I wanna a while ago we were talking at beer mongers about graffitiing.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to hear a little bit, like, can you go into depth a little bit about, like, how you started graffiti?
So,
if you, like, because I'm really interested in how, like, someone would get started in that, you know?
so it all started out, the first day I ever painted on a wall was me and my friend Mike were walking to the mall at some point. We were like 13 or something. And we were kids, you know what I mean? Threw a bottle over this bridge. We're like, seeing if it would break or whatever, and it didn't break. So we're like, we go down under the bridge, get the bottle, and the walls under the bridge were just covered in graffiti and spray paint, pictures and names and everything. And I was like, what the hell, man? That's fucking dope. So I pull up a can of spray paint I found on the ground, like wrote my name and stuff like that.
Nice.
And it just kind of progressed from there.
Nice.
Hell yeah. So how old were you when you started doing that?
I guess 13.
Yeah, 13?
Yeah,
Nice.
I think I was about
And
13.
you developed, like, a tag or anything?
Yeah, I did. I developed a few. So I started after that. We like had a little crew. We started painting walls and everything, and
Nice.
I made like a little name and everything. And I got in trouble.
Where was this at?
This was all around New York and everything.
Okay,
Yeah, when I
nice.
was-
Hell yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So there's a lot of your tags that are still out here?
Maybe I'm sure a lot of them got painted over, covered up, and stuff.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
Nice.
But yeah, because we started a crew and I got in trouble, and then stopped painting, and then the cookie kept crumbling.
Yeah,
and then
man.
you realize that painting people's stuff is not as lucrative as painting people.
Yeah.
Seriously though. Yeah, I was just gonna ask you, like, what sparked your interest in getting tattooing? And
Getting into tattooing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of just all came together on its own. When I moved back, I moved to New Mexico for a while, and when I moved back here, my friend had a job tattooing, and he got me in with the shop he was at. And then I did an apprenticeship for like a year, got screwed over by them, and then did another half of an apprenticeship at the shop I'm at now. And yeah.
They've been treating you good there?
Yeah, they're great.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
Super cool people.
So, has there ever been a real, just like aggression, like this is not what I wanted. Like, have you ever like really clashed opinions with artist to sculptor?
What do you mean?
Have you ever had an instance where someone has been really pissed off at the tattoo that you've given them?
Maybe when I first started out, there might have been a couple that were a little funky, but you learn from it,
Yeah.
But nothing too like specific that I could think about.
But I'm sure it's hard with some people coming in, they're like, they want certain things the exact way, even if it's not your style. You know what I mean?
No, I'll just turn it down. If I can't do it, I just won't do it. Cause
Really?
There's plenty of artists. There's a lot of competition around, but there's other people that can do a better job. And at the end of the day, all that matters is the person gets the tattoo they want.
You really trust.
So
they
what
look around the shop. They trust your artwork when they come into the place.
Right.
Yeah, it's
They're
getting
really
to the
that
point where people see what I do and then they come for that, or they at least I can at least show them like I can do your idea this way, and
we can see how it goes.
yeah, like 99.9% of the time, people are pretty happy about it.
It's like, yeah, and if
So-
not zooming, they're probably just like, okay, sure.
Yeah, most people are just kind of on board. They just want a tattoo.
Hell yeah. So would you say you developed a style, like your own, like not your own style, but like a style now that you usually tattoo people?
Yeah.
And like, I mean, just looking at some of your artwork, I feel like it's definitely graffiti related.
A lot of
Like,
people say that, and I never
you can-
really tried that. It's kind of cool how that happened.
Yeah, like I can definitely, I get a lot of vibes from that, just like looking at your artwork, and when you said it, it kind of like clicked and everything when we were at Beer Mine. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. You know what I mean? Because I mean, especially the skull, like the skulls that you draw too.
Mm-hmm. With like the circle eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you draw on Shane,
Shane.
the one that works at
White Rose?
Stogies? Yeah.
I don't think so. I think you might be thinking of I think he gets tattooed by the owner of my shop.
I was
If
gonna
that's
say,
what I'm
'cause I was
thinking of,
like,
yeah.
I've
I think
seen-
Kyle tattoos that guy. Killer
Kudos-
work, man.
yeah, I was
That
like,
dude's
kudos
nuts.
to both
He did
of
a
you
I have a
guys.
portrait of Bob Ross on my thigh, like this big.
You told me
That
about
shit-
it the first
Kyle
time,
did
and
that,
it fucking
man.
killed
It's,
me,
it's
man.
awesome.
Dude, it's a pleasure to just be around people like you.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, no, dude, I feel like you're our version of the body art people of like the Mayans
Okay.
and the Aztecs. When they would wear it, traditionally it was men, but we'll ignore that today.
Yeah.
They would wear like the face jewelry,
Mm-hmm.
and that would mean that would signify their status,
Yeah.
and what they worked and what they did.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
they were
crazy.
They were made
traditions
of
they
like
made.
aquamarine, so they were like what is it? And copper sulfate, like crystals
Oh,
that
shit.
like naturally occur, and it's like blue, so they're like blue jets out of people's fucking face, and they've got bones in.
I often wonder if they do that to emulate like any kind of aliens or something that they may have met. You ever watch Ancient Aliens?
Nah, dude, you're gonna do it. Nah,
Yeah.
but
I mean, it's
but
definitely-
I definitely understand.
Like they're projecting what
They
they saw
understand.
as sacred,
Mhm. Yeah.
so they want to be like,
Plus,
yeah.
the Mayans like elongated their heads and stuff. Why'd they do that? You know, because some conehead
Yeah,
aliens
hey,
came
they
down and
gotta
gave
let
them
us
their.
know.
Well, it's just like the
Maybe-
Chinese doing the foot bonding,
Yeah,
and
that's
the
weird.
Africans
You
That's
see,
that-
most people don't
Yeah.
think about it like this,
The
but
neckline thing.
the Mayan
Mhm.
era and the Aztec era were 600 years ago.
Hmm?
Like, they got pretty far.
Yeah,
Like,
that was only 600 years ago that they're. No shit.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I never put it into that perspective before.
And there was a whole different civilization of people. Just like that.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That was crazy.
I mean,
And like,
shit, that is crazy to think about.
and they dominated the entire continent we live on, and they had their own. They invented what we described eventually as basketball because they would hit a rubber ball with their hip.
Is that the one where they had to put through the hoop
Yeah.
on the wall?
Yes.
Oh man, then they died if they didn't or
Yes.
something?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yes.
Dude, they were in like Tulum and shit. Is that the mines, right? We're talking about the mines.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Tulum, Mexico, and see
Really?
the fucking
I've never
shit
been to
there.
Mexico.
Dude,
it's
I've never been
beautiful.
either. I want to get. That's on my
I've been
list.
to like the real tourist areas, and I've been to like the real like and the like it's like, well, you know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
bad. Like the bad is bad,
Really?
and the good is like good.
Yeah,
Oh.
people.
Yeah, there's
Like
no
just
there's
walking
no
around.
in between.
Hey, if you want to go to Mexico, I'm going in 2024 for a total solar eclipse happening on the Baja of California.
Okay.
Yeah, I've given you fair warning.
You gotta remind me. I'm gonna forget that.
Doing
but
that
I'm
right now.
Down to do it.
Yeah,
That'd be really
shit.
cool.
Oh, dude.
Baja, dude, see a solar eclipse in
Mhm.
Baja. Ooh.
Or you could see it in Cancun.
What time of year would it be?
I think it would be August.
Dude, perfect weather down there.
It'll be fucking blazing
Ooh.
hot.
It's gonna be hot.
But it's going to be in the morning.
Yeah,
So
but
you're
it's
going to need
probably
to see it over the
beautiful.
Pacific Ocean.
I know, but then you could just stay and look at the
I
stars
plan
at
to,
night
dude.
with
It's
your
gonna, yeah.
telescope.
So I want to I want to look at it as it's happening because it's going to happen early in the day. So it'll be over the Pacific Ocean, get to the beach on the western coast, and watch it happen.
Nice.
And
So it's gonna be Earth. Oh, because it's. 'cause the sun sets in the west. So it would be later in the day, right?
yeah,
Yeah, if it's going,
Oh, shit.
if it's setting over the
Just tripped me out a second.
this has changed all of my plans.
He's like, damn, cancel the plan.
Never mind. How does Buffalo, New York sound?
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, do you mind if I try one of these hemp sticks?
Yeah, dude. Go ahead.
I appreciate it. I feel bad because you told me how much you paid for it.
Oh no, it's okay, dude. I bought them specifically for this. I wanted to try them out. I never tried them before. They're pretty sweet.
Oh shit.
I've had it like a couple different
Yeah,
kinds.
Oh, if you don't mind, I'll just try one of yours.
Oh, absolutely.
Or his. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yo, we're actually speaking of, you said you were in New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
We were in Albuquerque. I don't know if you.
Oh
were
yeah,
anywhere
yeah. I
near
lived
there.
like 40 minutes from there. When I lived
Okay,
there.
nice. He remembers the place that we stayed in New Mexico.
Tijeras.
Tijeras.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like 20 minutes outside of New Mexico towards the Sandia Mountains.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so like another 20 minutes past those mountains would have been where I live.
nice.
Like Santa Fe?
No, a little south from that is Edgewood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh,
So it's
Out
like
there.
yeah, it's like Moriarty and then Edgewood. Edgewood was weird as shit. There was nothing there. There was a Walmart that they put in like 2 years before I moved there, and it was like the biggest thing to ever happen. This dude Ramon would sell tamales on the side of the road that
That's
were
sick.
the best tamales I ever had.
Oh my
Really?
Yeah,
god.
first time I had tamales.
Chili capital of the world, dude. I
Oh,
got
yeah.
seeds.
Yep, red and green
Yeah,
chilies.
we
man.
Dude, I
actually-
got a big seed, like a big pepper.
Dude,
for real?
We were
The
doing it with a
purple
native.
and
And she was like, she had cracked them, she dried them. She's like, oh, help us get the seeds out. And I'm like, yo,
That's cool as shit.
let me get some seeds.
Yeah.
She's like, yo, I got you. Big fucking surplus bag of fucking
Yeah.
sweet red chilies.
Mhm.
So you better believe I'm coming through with the
Nice.
hydroponics.
Sweet.
You know,
I'll be there.
fun fact on chilies, they instead of producing a fruity mesocarp, chilies
A
and
mesocarp, what is
jalapenos,
that?
that mesocarp is the center of the fruit. Meso meaning center, carp
Ah.
meaning fleshy. like
Okay.
center's flesh.
Mhm.
Instead of producing a regular mesocarp, peppers and chilies produce just pure oxygen. They just put their waste product oxygen inside.
Oh.
Isn't that
That's
fucking
interesting.
weird?
Shit.
Yeah.
That's
So if you
super
like
cool.
hypodermic and like pull it out, you refresh oxygen inside of jalapeno.
Huh.
Yeah.
Man. Made jalapenos even cooler. I already like them a lot.
Dude, I know.
Dude, speaking of jalapenos, 2 weeks ago at the menu at work, we had jalapeno poppers, so I had to cut that like a slice in the jalapeno and seed them all out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was seeded out probably like 100 jalapenos altogether. And I noticed in the bottom of the sink there was like a foot of water, right?
Uh-huh.
So I just reached in, raw dog, like bare hand, picked the drain up and like picked it out, right? Dude, as soon as I drew my hand out and it touched the air,
Mhm.
it started sizzling.
Oh,
Like burning,
Oh,
burning.
man.
Like so bad, dude. Like actual felt like burns. Like I felt like my arm was gonna melt.
damn.
I was like,
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
Yeah, dude. I was like pouring milk on it, rubbing it in olive oil because that works the best. Like if you ever fucking get like jalapeno juices on like anything,
It's
Olive
olive
oil.
oil.
Wow.
Immediately.
What's there milk?
And
Never heard of olive oil.
milk is water based. Olive oil is oil.
Mm-hmm.
Capsaicin is an oil. It dissolves perfectly into olive oil. Like there's
Okay.
no fucking stopping it.
Huh.
You see non-polar substances like capsaicin is like it's like benzene, which is a six-sided hexagon,
Mhm.
and then non-adecanol on the side of it, and that's perceived as our brains as capsaicin, and it's not good.
Yeah, that's what makes it hot.
Yeah, it turns on the TR9 gene
Oh my God.
inside of your tongue.
Freaking chemist.
he tries.
Scientist.
He's fucking nah, dude.
It's cool.
Dude, I know. And when that gene is turned on, it makes your neurons fucking react as if there's something hot, and that's
Oh, yeah.
no bueno when you can't turn it off, or the intensity is considered by something that is within like micrograms. You can't see it.
Mhm.
You can just, dude. If someone decided to poison you with capsaicin, they would get away with it.
Yeah.
Dude, that is like 10 grams will kill you. You gotta just like
Really?
shit.
So what's it do to your brain? How does it kill you?
You'll freak out. You'll just die.
Feel like panic attack.
Yeah.
Your heart will
I'm
just like.
assuming that at that point toxicity would actually affect you at like 10 grams level. But like, if you want them to really go,
Yeah.
You want to make sure it drops down.
yeah,
Jeez.
watch.
Yeah, well, there you
That's
go.
what you're saying. Watch, right?
There you go. Anybody that wanted to know that, just get your hands 10 grams of capsaicin.
No, but I've been been growing these ghost peppers and buchalokias, and I still have some pickles from that. So we'll have to see where that leads.
I love some goose peppers, man.
Dude, I put one
Dangerous.
into a bowl and I had it.
Yeah. So to end this episode, I want to ask you, what are you going to do this year since the year 2020?
What?
Yeah, what are you going to do? Like, are you going to fucking, do you have anything planned? Or, like, any big thing planned?
I'm trying to paint more walls. That's
Yeah.
kind of my main thing.
Like murals?
Yeah.
Nice.
I should be doing something at like a barber shop coming up. I'm meeting with
Here
them
in
in a
York?
week. Yeah.
Oh, dude, sick.
And I got a request out in Harrisburg for like a club I might do. And I don't know, I'm just trying to get back into painting a little bit
Like
more.
Club XL?
No, it's I don't know what it's called. It's just this guy started it up and he hit me up to paint his walls, so.
Dude, that's sick.
Mhm.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to get into that more.
That'll be definitely a nice increase in volume.
Yeah.
Start pumping out massive strokes.
Oh man, I just love painting, dude. There's nothing more liberating than spray painting the wall sometimes.
Seriously.
Oh,
I can only imagine, dude.
trust me, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah,
Next.
oh yeah, we
Trust me,
really
there's so
appreciate it,
much more
brother.
of a conversation I want to burn through with you, but I'm glad. I hope you're fried because the blunt's out.
Yeah.
Which means we're out.
Hell yeah, always.
Hey,
Peace out, guys.
peace.
We'll
Stay
see you guys
fried.
later.